God only called women to respect man because of what we want in our nature. When you disrespect man, I'm hunting. I got what I wanted. That's my prize.
Can I say something?
Yeah, and I'm gonna finish with my example as soon as you're done. Go ahead, BK.
So another reason why I say a man is a prize because a woman gained a strength that she didn't even know she had when she have a man beside her.
Facts.
That's giving her that strength that she needs. Like when a woman have give birth, and if she's going through depression, and if you have that strong man beside you that's telling you it's gonna be okay and have that support beside her, she's gonna think differently. So why are you not the prize?
It's not the less in value. I'm not saying I'm not valuable because I feel like I bring a lot of value. I bring a whole lot of value. But what I'm saying is the importance of a woman. The importance of a woman is.
I guess it's like both.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It definitely can be.
So go ahead.
But at the same time, in the upper echelons of life, though, if we take the top man, the Drake, the whoever, you know what I'm saying, the Futures, women are going after these dudes. So technically, if they choose the wife you, technically they're the fucking prize. Right. So that's what I'm saying. If we're talking about
but they chose that woman. So what is she?
But they didn't chase her. They chased them.
If I go and I win a prize at Six Flags or something, I'm picking what I want. That's the prize,
right? So
I achieved it by getting to that point of having the skill enough to get them.
Right. So what I'm saying is that at the same time, when a girl puts herself out there to get a Drake, and Drake's like, you know what? I chose her. She chased him.
But most women don't put themselves out. Now we're not being real, bro. Because look. Most women don't put themselves out there. He sees that woman and say, I'm getting her. Bro. I'm getting her tonight, bro. I've seen celebrities in clubs do that, bro. A regular woman from Southeast, right? They will pick her that night. That's what I mean by that, bro.
My thing is I keep getting interrupted and I'm not finishing my point.
Don't do that to me, bro.
Bro, I'm just being honest. I'm being honest, bro. I'm getting interrupted. I'm just being honest.
I ain't playing that. Don't do that to me, bro.
Bro, what you mean?
Don't do that.
Bro,
don't do that.
It ain't that serious, bro. It ain't that serious.
Bro, don't do that.
But you not interrupting me,
though. Don't do that.
Was you...
Just make your point.
Nobody's even trying to
just make your point. Just make your point. Make your point. Make your point.
Chill, bro.
Make your point, bro. Make your point.
Bro, it ain't even that deep, bro.
Make your point.
It's a conversation.
It is. Make your point. Say what you need to say.
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yo, Q, go ahead, take this shit, man. I'm just saying, like, I mean,
make your point, bro.
No, my thing, bro, why do I keep getting interrupted? My thing is, I'm not even trying to come at you like that, D.
Make your point. Say what you gotta say. We talking. You know I talk like this. Make your point, bro.
All I'm trying to say is, I'm saying in the highest echelons of society, all I'm saying is that the man is the prize. What I was going to continue, I was saying in a general world, I do agree that if we're just speaking generally for most women and for most guys, I do agree that in most cases, the woman is the prize because most dudes are doing the chasing. That's my whole point.
Yep.
But all I was saying to that, you name celebrities. I've seen celebrities come to club and pick women.
Yeah, men are natural hunters, you know.
But okay, so I want to say two. I want to say two things. First of all, guys, just know it's never no beef down here. We concentrate so much getting the woman's ass. We say this all the time, but guys, we disagree on a lot of things. You just saw one of those disagreements right there. You don't keep that shit moving. But I kind of want to finish my example why I think the man is the prize. I don't think anything that y'all was saying was necessarily wrong, but you're kind of arguing two different points here. I'm going to kind of explain what I was saying earlier too. So back to the 19 million African-American men and 21 million African-American women. So when you have that, you look at those two numbers, there are 2 million more women than there are men. So like I said, back on economics, scarcity produces value. And we're not talking about if these men are not in jail, which happens to a lot of black men, if they're not already taken, and if they're not gay. So when you look at that 19 million right there, that number gets even smaller when you talk about those three factors, okay? So then when you talk about things like women value, which is like height, which is normally 6 feet, you shrink the number again. When you talk about things like income, which is 6 figures, you shrink that number again. Then when you talk about somebody that's actually in shape or looks good, you shrink the number again. You see what I'm saying? So that 19 million quickly goes down to a couple 100,000. So again, you still have these 100,000 men who are sought after by all 19 million African-American women. There's a small number of them. Now I get what you're saying, D. Men, we are naturally hunters, and I agree with you on that. But a man that's hunting It's our job to go up to the woman and put our bid in or say what we want from the woman. It's her job to say yes or no. Now, with that being said, even though a man's hunting after a woman doesn't necessarily mean she's a prize. It means that he finds her valuable enough to basically give her his last name. And I just think where a lot of guys mess up is that they don't understand their true value, because I do this example on the show all the time. And shout out to Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, you gotta say that. You gotta say that.
Damn.
You gotta say that like you do on every other show.
I'm sorry, ladies. Like
they ain't gonna watch the full clip though, so don't even worry about that.
So it's long story. But like I want to. So I'll explain that to y'all later. But shout out to Patrice O'Neal. Okay, ladies gotta understand something. If I'm the king of the town and I marry a useless woman, I'm not saying useless that she has no value, but she's not anybody of royal blood. Okay, if I marry that woman, what does she become by being associated with me?
The queen. If you're the queen,
queen. Okay, right, exactly. Now you guys are a queen, right? If you marry a guy who's not of royal blood, what does he become by being associated with you?
Nothing.
I mean, that's a perspective.
A peasant.
That's your reality.
No,
just
answer the question though.
From the angle you coming at, by default, he would be a king.
No, he wouldn't. Because
he would be less than. I feel like he would be looked upon less.
So
than
I'm just going to wrap this up just real quick. You guys know the Queen of England was married, right, for a very long time, but he wasn't the king. He was like the king consort. I don't know how that word. I don't know how that word fucking goes, but it's something like that. Okay. So my point in the analogy, I'm gonna let you go.
Head chef.
my point in the analogy is that as a woman, even if you are a prize and you're the quote unquote queen, you cannot elevate a man to his highest position because he has to go above you at that point.
Yeah.
I, as the prize, as a man, I can pull you down and make you a queen, but you can't make me a king. That's why the man's the prize.
Okay, but in retrospect to that, is that sexist?
Okay, all right, hold on, wait. Can you give us an example of what you mean though? Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you happen to disagree with this point, let's have an example. Like,
so he's saying that if he's a king, right, and the person that he marries is not by nature a queen, but if they get married, she becomes a queen simply because he's a king. But that doesn't apply.
It was an analogy, by the way, just an analogy.
Well, yeah, but if that doesn't apply the other way around.
So in real life, that it doesn't. I mean, you know, and that's just reality. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, not even being off no sexist shit. Like if a woman really is a queen, and like I say, if she marries somebody, he doesn't become a king, because at the end of the day, you're not about to overthrow somebody that either it's in this dude's bloodline, or either like she don't have that type of power to overthrow a dude that his spot is the king.
But just to elaborate on that, I want to tell you why a woman is the prize. I feel like whatever she gives you, it grows. If you give a woman sperm, she gives you a baby. If you give a woman a home, she gives you if you give a woman a house, she gives you a home.
If you give a woman too much attention, she's gonna friend zone you too. So what's your point?
Like how y'all were saying about
so I think, but hold on,
I'm saying because I feel like a woman can elevate.
So I think we both
not necessarily.
I think it's either or, but it's coming from different perspectives.
Yeah, it's
because like
sure.
you're looking at it from one way.
That's why it's both. That's why it's
both because
both is a prize.
It can be both the prize from different perspectives.
So let me ask this. You
man always wanted a kid.
You use the king and queen analogy, and I get it. If it's no anything before what you call it before you get married, a prenup. If Oprah doesn't give you a prenup, you become a billionaire once you all are together. You have access to her money. If you all split up, it's 50-50. You still are rich.
Sure. That goes with the man too, though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's my point. So either way, perspective wise, if we look at it from different perspective, vantage points, it's the same. It's almost the same thing.
But D, this is my issue though, because like Oprah is like a 0.00001% like
gotta go
and the tax bracket. On top of that, you gotta realize the majority of men still make the majority.
She's a different.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, real quick. The majority of the men still make the majority of the money. So it's not. Yes, in the Oprah example, you would be entitled to her money, but at the same time, you wouldn't be a king because you divorced her. And for most guys, I'm talking about average guy to average woman. The majority of the time, it's the guy that's getting fucked over in court, not the woman.
But let's talk about our community. Sure. Let's talk about our community.
Stephen had his own house.
This is a little different in our community, unfortunately, because women are being at a higher rate are being education, right? Getting the jobs, different jobs and stuff. The money that they're making is a little different in our community.
Well, okay. We got to kind of get on that point of what we mean by educated, because that black woman being educated stats is actually inflated. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Black women aren't getting educated in things like science, technology, engineering, or math. They're getting like humanities degree, psychology, and things like that, and they're accumulating a lot more debt too. So that
General studies.
Yeah, that most degree stat is actually very misleading. But go ahead, make it.
What I'm saying is, in our community, I know overall women and men totality, men make more money, sure, right? But just in general, I do know a lot of black males that do make the money and have the money, right? But I feel as though, like I said, women are getting it not only, and I think the gender roles are changing, right? Or gender roles are becoming like not real. Mm-hmm. Or not, people are not using them. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I think do what works best for you or whatever for everything else. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I feel like perspective wise, you might feel a certain type of way that a man is the prize, just solely the prize. Me, let's be real, we cannot live without one another. We can't.
That is true. That is true.
That's true, bro. But I mean, we're just trying to break it down to the basic, like what most people find attractive. I want to address what you said too, because
there's no wrong answer.
You gotta understand that something about women. Women only respond. Women don't respond to 50-50 or equal. They only respond to men that are better than them. And what we mean by better is like most women want a man that's taller than them, that makes more money than them, that's more competent than them, that has more status than them, that's stronger than them. There's nothing 50-50 about that. Women don't like 50-50 relationships. It's like socialism. It works good on paper, but it's terrible in practice. And I promise you, if your girl feels you're equal to her, it's not gonna be long before she's out the door. I'm telling you. From facts.
I agree.
Go. Oh, okay.
AB, you think Stedman was getting some ass?
I do not want to be 50-50.
Thank you.